Aloha YouTube, this your boy Crypto Rootz. And I appreciate it, all my new subscribers. Thank you for showing up to the party. You know what I'm saying? We're going hard, crypto grinding on my channel. And yeah, we are in some economic downturns. It's happening. And as much as I've been trying to warn people, it's here. It came out of nowhere, especially with the catalyst of the coronavirus globally. So we're entering a global recession. Yesterday we saw some of the worst market crash. It's been terrible, especially in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was down like almost 40-50%. Ethereum's down. Like, I mean, it was just a blood. They call it blood in the streets. And everybody was losing money. Everybody, from the top guys on down, people are losing millions of dollars, hundreds. So, I lost a lot of money too. And I'm starting to realize, like, there's a difference in between kind of like getting scammed by someone versus like doing a crypto trade and it going bad on your own. Like, at least I can go back and get some form of justification from someone doing a scam on me like that. But when you're doing a crypto and currency and certain things, there's no one to blame but yourself. So I'm thinking, like, just doing some self-reflection. Yeah, I have to blame on myself, but I still can kind of put the fault on someone else who, So when you take losses, as far as getting them back, certain things you just don't get back, and certain things you may get back in other ways. But I'm realizing, I took a big loss and other people are taking big losses. It doesn't necessarily make me feel better, because that's not what I'm about. But I actually, ironically, made money yesterday. I made more money in crypto just in that one day or whatever than I did in a few months. And I want to talk about that. How did Crypto Rootz make money while everybody else is losing money? So check out my video on some real shit. What the fuck is a stable coin? So we can realize what all that's about. And I started realizing, like, the power of a stable coin, especially a decentralized stable coin such as DAI. And I'm like, like, this is where you should put your bread at, like, because you can make interest on lending out your DAI. So it's like lending out almost like your US dollars for profit. And the percentage of what you get back is actually decent. It was like around like 8% or so. So I was like, that's good. So what happened when everybody was losing money and people were getting liquidated left and right? Liquidated means whatever you put up for collateral gets taken from you because the price drops below of what you took out. It's complicated. Hit me up for the mentorship if you want to know all about that. But people were getting liquidated left and right. People were losing millions of dollars in a matter of a couple hours. And people were desperate for US dollars. People were desperate for whatever reason. And they started borrowing stable coins at a higher interest rate because they needed it so desperately. Well, the people who are paying those high interest rates to are the people who are lending it. So they were paying it to me because I put up my bread and say, hey, you guys can use it, but the smart contract distributes it every 16 seconds. And whoever, don't even worry about it, the technique, but it shows who lent out the money, and when that money is being paid back or in the form of being paid back, it goes directly to my account. So like every block that was mined, I was getting paid back 22%, up to 22.1% on my investment. Like, it just skyrocketed from 8%, which was already high, to 22. And I'm like, yo. So what happened was it balanced out my portfolio because the rest of my portfolio is in crypto and all my other crypto was going down, but the stable coin was keeping it at a place where it's like, I'm kind of mitigating, like I'm kind of in the middle, like I'm losing money but I'm still making it up for it. So I didn't take that big of a loss as like other people's portfolios. And I just think there's so much power in being a crypto lender versus being a borrower. You got to work with that debt and you got time limits and you can do liquidations. It's just too much of a risk for me, and I got in the game to make money, but just at a much less risk. But it was crazy. I couldn't believe it that I was making money while everybody else was losing money. But it was, I understand the power ahead of time. I just didn't know it'll come like that, So I encourage everybody to be a crypto lender. You got to understand the money doesn't disappear. It gets transferred. The money goes somewhere else. The money just doesn't disappear. So all that money that was being liquidated and lost, that was going to people who were selling off, people who were buying. Like, it's just buying and sells. Like, their Bitcoin dropped down to around 4,000, and people were selling their Bitcoin at 4,000, while other people were buying that same Bitcoin they were selling at 4,000. So it's like, yo, like, that's where the money's going to. There's just buyers and sellers, and it's being transferred. So you got to understand, the money just doesn't disappear for people who aren't familiar with, you know, how stocks and the economy works. It just gets transferred. And I'm one of those people that it got transferred too. And I'm gonna keep doing this hustle because I realize, like, this is kind of where I'm at. And then I'm getting into liquidation bots. I'm getting in the DeFi game heavy. Like, I finally found my calling in cryptocurrency and in smart contracts and Ethereum and decentralized finance. And I'm just on a high, man. I'm on a high, and I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm investing, I'm producing. It's great. So I just wanted to go over how I was able to make bread in the crypto market while everybody else was losing bread in the crypto market. And, you know, you can do the same thing. You can do the same hustle. You can do this yourself, no ID, nothing required. You just go on a computer, get your private keys, and start hustling. So hit me up, check out my courses, hit me up for the mentorship, and yeah, much love. Aloha. Peace. Take care.